Hi guys, and welcome back to Imbrel Face Painting. I have a brand new Christmas headband. It's a Christmas tree. Oh yeah. So today we're going to be doing a really in-depth, I guess you could call it a hollyberry mistletoe type design. I'm starting off in the center of my forehead and I'm loading up my brush with this brown, gold, silver and white one stroke, and I'm starting off in the center, creating 3 petals and then a single petal coming from either side over my eyebrows, and then I'm gonna do almost like a rosebud type petal on the outer corners there, and then on the outer parts of my eye I'm doing what I really like to do, which is create 3 to 5 petals depending on how big the area is that you want to cover. I'm doing 4 on mine, and I'm just doing simple petal shapes. I'm then going to use the tip of my brush just to pull down some lines of colour, just kind of flick them, just for some added interest in the final design. I'm then going to create my rose. I waited until my paint was dry, and I'm creating my the petal shape and then the U, and then I'm doing the pull-ins for the surrounding petals, and the same on the other 2 coming from the eyebrows, but smaller, not as detailed, just a couple of petals. And then I'm going to close off my rose buds so that they look cohesive. I'm then going to load up with this green, and I'm going to create my rose leaves first off. And these are just going in the center of my nose. I guess you could do as little or as less as you like. And then I'm going to go to my outer corners of the eyes where my flowers are, and I'm going to create 2 leaves going either side. You could do 3. You could also do this as a like a mistletoe holly type leaf. That's completely up to you. I just wanted to do just a regular leaf. So yeah, I'm going to do that on the opposite side and keep it as symmetrical as possible. And then I'm going to create my C shapes for the holly leaf, and I'm doing that on the open space above the eyebrows on either side. And then again, I'm just going to pull the color down around where the white was pulled down for some final interest. I'm going to load up with the red, and I'm going to paint on 3 holly berries on the big holly berry leaves, 3 on either side, and then once I've done that, I'm going to use my finger to apply some red glitter over the top of that. To save time in a line, you could of course use red jewels, or if you had some homemade hollyberry bling, that would work really well as well. I'm now going to load up with this orange, gold and white on this same brush, and I'm going to do 2 butterflies on the outer corners of the flowers on either side. I'm not doing too much detail on these. I just want to make sure that you can see that it is a butterfly. You could of course do full detail if you wanted to. That's perfectly fine. I'm now going to go in and do the same steps for the berries on the flowers on the outer corner of the eyes, and I went in and put some glitter on those as well. And while I still have the red on my brush, I went through and put some red dots through the design. I'm going to load up the black on a small brush and just do the bodies of the butterflies. And make sure that you do the antennae super thin. On my first butterfly that I did the antennae on, I left it just a little bit too thick, and it was very noticeable, and I wasn't really happy with that. So just make sure you're very light on your brush. I've then decided to go in with some more white on a small detailing brush and do some swirls and teardrops and dots throughout the design. This step is completely not optional. You could stop at any point that you like. You can keep going. I wanted to go full on for this one because I really was inspired by Sally Ann. She's amazing. So I'm going to do 2 swirls on the bottom as well, just to close in that area under the eyes. And I'm going to go through, of course, with some dots, and that's just what I like to do. I like to close everything in with dots. I just think it keeps it whimsical and sparkly, and it's Christmas time, so you need lots and lots of sparkle. I'm going to do some different sized dots on the base of the rose, and then finally doing my starbursts. I'm then going to take that same red again and apply that onto the lips. If you were doing this on a child or a client, you would of course use a brand new brush, or a cotton tip works really well. And I'm going to just tap into that glitter again and apply that on the lips. I happened to do some highlights on the berries that I did not get to film, so that is an added thing as well. I really hope that you enjoyed this one. It was very in-depth and I really like it. I think it's very pretty, and I hope that you like it too. I will see you tomorrow for the next day. Bye!